Good afternoon, students. And this time I am going to discuss cost accounting standards. In short, it is called CAS. Cost accounting standards had been issued by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, that is ICAI, and the following objectives are to be achieved through cost accounting standards. Point number one, to provide better guidelines on standard cost accounting practices. Number two, to assist cost accountants in preparation of uniform cost statements. Number three, to provide guidelines to bring standard approach towards maintenance of cost accounting records under various statutes. To assist the management to follow the standard cost accounting practices in the matter of compliance with statutory obligations. And number last, to help Indian industry and the government towards better cost management. Now, cost accounting principles and practices evolved over years to fulfill needs of managers. They are the primary users of cost and revenue information. They need cost information for planning and control and ask for specific cost information that they require. A cost accounting system generates information primarily for internal use. Government and regulators are also users of cost information. Regulators use cost information to protect the interest of customers. For example, cost information is important to assess whether a service or goods provider is cross subsidizing different services, goods, or different consumer segments. Thus, in the process of formulating standards, the standard setting bodies benchmark the Indian practices with global practices and select the best practices from diverse practices available globally. Hence, the CAS improves cost accounting practices and the body of knowledge available in India. The Institute of Cost Accountants of India, recognizing the need for structured approach to the measurement of cost in manufacture or service sector and to provide guidance to the user organizations, government bodies, regulators, research agencies and academic institutions to achieve uniformity and consistency in classification, measurement and assignment of cost to product and services, has constituted Cost Accounting Standards Board, termed as CASB, with the objective of formulating the cost accounting standards. The board has so far released certain cost accounting standards and documents on generally accepted cost accounting principles, that is GAP, and that I am going to mention one by one, which is actually being needed in the intermediate level. CAS 1, it relates to classification of cost. Objective is to prepare the cost statement. CAS 2, capacity determination. This standard specifically tells the determination of capacity, how to determine the capacity, that is maximum capacity, theoretical capacity, capacity to manufacture and sell, idle capacity, so on and so forth. Again, CAS 2, which is revised in the year 2012, capacity determination also, and the objective of this CAS to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determination of capacity with reasonable accuracy. Next, CAS 3, it relates to overheads, and this standard is for collection, allocation, apportionment and absorption of overheads. Again, CAS 3 has been revised in the year 2011 pertaining to overheads, and the objective was to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining overheads with reasonable accuracy. Then comes Cost Accounting Standard 4. This is related to cost of production for captive consumption. Remember, captive consumption is nothing but it is an in-house consumption, and it relates to determination of the assessable value of goods used for captive consumption. Next comes Cost Accounting Standard 5. Average cost of transportation. The objective is to determine the averaged or equalized transportation cost. Then comes Cost Accounting Standard 6. It relates to material cost, and the objective of this standard to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the material cost with reasonable accuracy in an economically feasible manner. Now I am coming to next cost accounting standard, that is Cost Accounting Standard 7. This standard relates to employee cost, and the objective of this standard to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the employee cost with reasonable accuracy. Next cost accounting standard is CAS 8. This relates to cost of utilities, and the objective is to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the cost of utilities with reasonable accuracy. Then comes Cost Accounting Standard 9, that is packing material cost. The objective is to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the packing material cost with reasonable accuracy. Next comes Cost Accounting Standard 10, that is direct expenses. The objective is to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the direct expenses with reasonable accuracy. Then comes Cost Accounting Standard 11, administrative overheads, to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the administrative overheads with reasonable accuracy. CAS 12, it is related to repairs and maintenance. The objective is to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the repairs and maintenance cost with reasonable accuracy. Then comes Cost Accounting Standard 13, Cost of Services Cost Center. The objective is to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the cost of service cost center with reasonable accuracy. Then comes Cost Accounting Standard 14. It is related to pollution control cost, and the objective is to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the pollution control cost with reasonable accuracy. Then comes Cost Accounting Standard 15, selling and distribution overhead. The objective is to bring uniformity and consistency in the principles and methods of determining the selling and distribution overheads with reasonable accuracy. So these are the cost accounting standards that you are required to remember in the intermediate level, although there are other certain cost accounting standards which are actually being required in the final level. So students, you have to remember this and you have to understand this and you have to apply this in your examination, because some question may come on the perspective of cost accounting standards, which is very important in the context of cost accounting, and to calculate the cost in an optimal manner. Here cost means total cost and also the cost per unit, and remember, if the total cost can be controlled if the cost per unit is controlled automatically. And if your cost is lower, and we are seeing the buyer's market selling price is fixed, we can get more amount of profit. Thank you.